Matthew are here, and we're getting set for MLB The Show 20 coverage of the franchise mode college baseball mod custom league with college teams, whatever you want, how you want to say it. It's a custom league with college teams, custom mod with college teams, however you want to say it. We've done one other game that was Auburn, Alabama. Now we're doing first one for the Big 12 and for the Pac-12, being Oklahoma State from the Big 12 and UCLA from the Pac-12. So this is a Big 12 Pac-12 matchup, still in the preseason exhibition, spring training. We will be doing all of Oklahoma. We're going to be doing all of Oklahoma State baseball. We're going to be doing a good portion of the regular season. We will do a few other colleges in spring training, exhibition, preseason, whatever you want, how you want to say it. It's spring training, but it's college spring training, I guess, if you want to, or early season. I don't know, however you want to say it. So the roster, how I got the roster in here is I imported the roster from the roster vault. So I typed in and say baseball or college baseball, and you can get either way. Then you look to see. You look probably. I did what I did is I based it off of the first player on the roster that is not actually has the team's uniform. Once you get the team's uniform. Or if you're doing it before the team uniform to find out which team it is, then I look at the first player, or maybe the first two players, and find the player, and then it'll say on Google when you Google them. These I think are the Oklahoma State's roster's 2021 roster, and I edited it in. So, change the 2020 roster into 2021 roster, and I'm going to do that for every team. I just haven't done the Bruins or all other 29 teams that are starting MLB teams. So 30 MLB teams, so 30 universities or colleges. So we will do UCLA's roster, make sure it is the 2021 roster. If it is already 2021 roster, which I don't think it is, I think it's 2020 roster, since this is MLB The Show 20, which came out in 20. So I think this is MLB The Show 20 roster. We can always edit it. There will be some players that would be still on the team, so it wouldn't be a total full-on every player on the roster. It would just be the players who were seniors get replaced, and then you keep players. Some players' numbers weren't there, so you had to have other numbers on for some of the players, because either that franchise that you were replacing them with. So you have all 30 MLB teams, and then you exchange it and either relocate or transform it to the custom teams of the colleges. And so that there are certain numbers that were retired with that particular team, so you had to go with another number than what they are in real life. But that's okay. Why am I doing this long introduction? Just so you know what the rosters are I will show you the roster for Oklahoma State. You have. I just added to this player, and these. It says 35-40. I had to take some players off of the roster that were. Couldn't edit their names, so it's a 35-40 roster. The rest of them are 40-40. I am working on getting throughout the season the majority of the rest of the roster. I mean, it's 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 5 more players for this team that I need to do. The good thing about this is you have the rosters at your you can look at the rosters online at that team's athletic site. So I will go to every team's athletic site, and once I've done one team already. This team right here is the only team I've done as far as the updating the roster from 2020 to 2021. Well, actually, technically, Oklahoma State was not even in the roster vault file. I add them in and edited their players into it. So this was supposed to be, I think, UCLA or not UCLA, USC or somebody else. I imported them in simply because I think Oklahoma State is a good team, and their upcoming college baseball team, I think they're in the top 25, I think. Top 15 in baseball. So but it's enough players where you can have enough pitchers, and you have 2 third basemen, 7 starting pitchers, 8 relief pitchers, no closers, but you can set a closer throughout the season, or you can have multiple closers throughout the season. You have 3 first basemen, so you're supposed to have 3 third basemen. We may take one of the left fielders and make him a first baseman. Let's see here. Yeah, let's take I mean, he can play left field too, but I'm going to make him. I'll show you how you edit the players. So you go in and edit, and then you go into the and I'll make him a third baseman, and then the last position will be outfield. He can play any outfield position, left field, right field, center field. So you do that, and then you change your progress. There you go. So now you have all the left fielders you need, all the third basemen you need. Now we're just lacking is 2 more center fielders, 2 more right fielders, 1 more second baseman, and 1 more shortstop. And it says you need 1 more catcher. You have to have 6 catchers on the roster. There's 5. Who are the 5? Hewitt, Monzo, Gardner, Mathis, and Sumbler. Only one of them is an A potential player. Right, one is a B and then the rest are C's. But that doesn't mean that they're not good players. Their potential that was given in the game was that, so. The way we'll get those players is by signing free agents that can be, their names can be added to or what we would call free agent. And since it's still an MLB game, there's free agents even in this college mod here. So that's how we're gonna get shortstop up to 3, center field up to 3, second base up to 3, right field up to 3. We'll get we're good with the probably get basically we need to get 5 more players to get to 40. So, and that'll fluctuate if we have injuries of who's active. Right now nobody's injured, all are active of the roster. So, I had to go into doing that. It's going to simulate the rest of the spring training for that day, but not for that, for the entire spring training, just for that day. I think if you go in here, it'll do that. I know you do that if you do go in. I will make sure at the end of this game, but I'm pretty sure. Wish you can change the. So let's go over the order, and I'll give you the order in a minute, but we'll go over by order eventually here. There is your starter for UCLA Bruins, Garrett Mitchell. Again, they'll know that he is the player on the current team for UCLA, or this is a 2020 roster. I think this is a 2020 roster. So,
afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Bruins and the Cowboys. Garrett Mitchell makes his big league debut.
So, if you hear it, ignore what they say about big league debut or Major League Baseball, since this isn't a game.
Number 9, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, now this guy's a real good.
So Bryce Osmond will get the start for the Pokes in this one here today. Again, that is my favorite team.
And he needs that pitch to be effective in this game here today.
Stepping in,
but I have selected to play all the teams.
Ready for some daytime baseball.
Bruins are in their light blue with their gold sleeves, gold numbers outlined in white. Bruins B. In gold on the batting helmets and ball caps. I think Bruins in so let's go over the starting batting order. First for the Bruins, we have batting first and at first base JT Schwartz, batting second, and at right field Jordan Pedrias, batting third, and at center field Garrett Mitchell, batting fourth, and in the cleanup spot Matt McLean. batting fifth. And at left field, Kyler Kular, batting sixth. And at second base, Michael Curiela, batting seventh, and at the designated hitter spot, Mikey Perez, batting eighth, and catcher Noah Cardenas, and batting eighth, and at third base, Jake Moberg. And then for Oklahoma State, batting first, and at center field, Kate Cabness, batting second, and at left field, Dom Johnson, batting third, and at third base, Max Hewitt, batting fourth, and at the cleanup spot, Hudson Morrill, batting fifth, and at first base, Carson McCusker, batting sixth, and at the designated hitter spot, Alex Garcia, batting seventh, and at right field, Connor Gore, batting eighth, and at second base, Orlando Salinas Jr., and batting ninth, and at catcher, Tyler Lorenzo. I have Oklahoma State's roster here. I'll pull up where he's from in just a bit. I'll pull up where everybody is from in just a bit for Oklahoma State. Hudson Morrill is from Live Oak, Florida. From Shawnee High School. Osmond, the starting pitcher, Jinx, Oklahoma. Jinx High School. Salinas, the eighth hitter, Corpus Christi, Texas, Kings High School. Dom Johnson, Edmond, Oklahoma, Santa Fe High School. Max Hewitt, Midhurst, Ontario, Canada. Eastview SS and Connors State Junior College. I think secondary. I think that says SS means secondary school. I think. McClusker, Sparks, Nevada, Sparks Springs High School, and Folsom Lake Community College. Kate Cabinus, Bixby High School in Bixby, Oklahoma. Connor Gore, Enid, Oklahoma, Enid High School. Then we done Dom. Yes, we did Dom Johnson. We did Kate Cabinus. We did Hewitt. We did Morrill. We did McClusker. Did we do Garcia? I don't think we did Garcia. Oh, excuse me. Alex Garcia from Athalia, Washington, Athalia High School, and Central Arizona Community College. Gore, we did him. We did Gore, didn't we? Yeah, we did Gore. Science we did, and Lorenzo, did we do him? If I didn't do Lonzo, I will do Lonzo here. If I didn't do him already, I will do him. Did I pass him? Okay, so where was his name? I thought I saw it earlier. It's here. Let's see if I just, I think, I think I'm going to add his name because he's technically not on. Was he on the 20? I don't think he was a 2020 player. Let me type in his name. He may not even be with this team. Yeah, his was actually with either is or was with USC. So I need to add that player. He's not with Oklahoma State. I didn't add that player. Whoops. I'll get that player added eventually. So until then, we will put in Brock Mathis.
Brock Mathis is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
We'll go over the defense. Bryce Osmond's pitch list consists of a two-seam fastball, slider, curveball, and splitter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Mitchell has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some. So
that I will have to add him and put a player in his place from Oklahoma State's roster. So we know it was USC's roster that I had to change. So we know that's when we know that was.
But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
We'll talk about who we will see for Oklahoma State next.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone.
Now way to start off the year for Osmond.
So it's a solo.
Well, he'll just have to shake that off and
As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
He'll have to shake that off and...
Yeah, and you've got to love when you start a game with a bang like this. The first hit of the game, and doink, right off the foul pole for a homer. If that's a sign of things to come, we're going to see some offensive fireworks all game long. Great for the fans, but for the pitchers, not so much.
367 was the projected distance. So that was Schwartz. Hit that home run.
Into the box, Jordan Prinz. Lifted down the line in left.
Interesting last name.
Up a foul ball.
They don't have double flap in this game, but that's okay.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Again, another foul ball. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Stepping in now, Garrett Mitchell. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Well, that's
we've had 1 run, 1 on, and 1 out
he just simply outruns the white
in the first inning.
outruns the baseball. Yeah, it's beautiful to watch.
So it's the
This is the one tool you can't teach.
1 ball, or sorry, 1 strike, no balls, 1 on, 1 out, 1-0, first inning. That's a lot of ones.
Fastball called for strike 2. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
So we're done the lineups for Oklahoma State and UCLA, so we'll go over the defense order in the second inning.
Kyle Cuellar, and as you could imagine, the butterflies are fluttering as this is his first major league at-bat.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
Alright, strike 2. Trying to get out of this inning here.
Leads off first with a pair of outs in the
Foul ball.
inning. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Foul ball, still strike 2. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch.
Popped him up.
Popped him up. Is that going to be an out? That's going to be... should be an out. It is now.
Is in now as he gloves it for the third
That'll be it. Cowboys, or the Bruins, strand 1.
Pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom of the first. The Bruins are out on top, 1-0. Zach Petty, the New Hampshire native, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac,
Sounds like it says Petty, but it says
how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the
Looks
next
like
day
Petway.
starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down.
now leading off for the Cowboys, Cabinets.
Stepping in, number 15. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
That'll be a base hit, first base hit of the Cowboys tonight, or today. Dom Johnson now stepping into the play for the Pokes.
Dom Johnson hit in the air down
And that'll be foul ball.
No one will track it down.
Oklahoma State in their traditional home.
The 0-1 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1.
1-1 to Dom Johnson.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Oh, it's a broken bat, because you do have broken bats in this game because there's no Millennium bats.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knot.
Now batting Max Hewitt.
Into the box now, Max Hewitt. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third.
It was not the play Oklahoma State was hoping to see, but they only have, still have one player in scoring possession now. Looks like that will score the run. So we are tied at 1.
He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double.
That was, who was that hit that RBI double? That was Hewitt. Houston Morrow now batting.
That out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
To the plate now, number 1. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Popped up.
That'll be an out, second out of the inning.
Play. 2 down.
Still tied at 1.
Standing in, number 12. And while not really
Carson McCusker.
Coming out of the draft,
now batting for
at every step of the way to get to this point. His first big league at bat.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail.
And that'll be strike 1. He did go through.
Shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
Foul ball.
Behind 0-2.
These are rosters that were created by people I just added to one roster, take USC out and put Oklahoma State in.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up.
That'll be an out. And but not before the RBI double by Hewitt.
Second inning coming up. All even now at 1-1.
We go to the top half of the second inning, tied at 1 between the Bruins and the Pokes. Oklahoma State Cowboys.
At the plate, Michael Carlisle, and he'll make his major league debut here. Always fun to watch a guy
taking his debut this season.
Yeah, what a monster moment for not only himself but his family,
Strike
all
1.
the coaches that have helped him along the way. This is a monumental moment in his career.
That'll be a ground out for 3.
First will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Let's look at the defense for him. You got Dom Johnson, Kate Kemnis, Connor Gore, then third baseman Max Hewitt, Hudson Morrow, shortstop Arlen DeSantis at second base, Carl McCusker at first, Brock Mathis at catcher. He'll be catching for Bryce Osmond.
Stationary team trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
At the plate, Mike Perez. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This pitch is popped up. Number 8 moving to his left. In there, a base hit.
That'll be a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Ball one.
That's a ball. That was close to being a strike, but goes as ball.
Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's
Bat,
ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Popped up. Number 12 is calling for it, and this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And there are 2 away now. Ready now, Jake Berg. And as a former late-round draft pick, it really speaks to the hard work he's put in at the minor league level to make the opening day roster here.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact.
That's me a base hit.
Feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about my first big league AB is if.
So we'll see what happens here.
My legs shake.
So now to the plate, J.T. Schwartz. He swings and grounds it to short, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
I was trying to get the force out of the second in the inning, but I've been probably better off throwing the first and getting out at first.
Striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
There's a strike.
Pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact.
See what happens here. 2-1. We don't need a walk. We need a strikeout.
This one's flared toward left center.
And I'll score a run.
Base hit. 1 run is scored.
2-run score.
Throw to second, but he's in
He is
there.
safe at second.
Lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it.
Oh, that's going to score another run. 2 runs will score. That'll be 4-5.
And the second run is in. It's now a 5-1 game.
Oh, he still hasn't picked it up.
Mitchell isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
That is not what Oklahoma State needed to see. They're going to give Guy Warmer to the bullpen.
There's simply no excuse for that, and everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Parker Scott will get warming up in the bullpen for the Cowboys.
Into the box, Matt McLean. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
All right, that'll end the inning, but not before they score 5 runs.
We'll go to the bottom half.
It'll be Garcia, Gore, and Salinas do up for the Cowboys.
6-1. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Garcia.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and
it should be a base hit.
And set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Let's look at the replay here. It was close. He did pick it up. He did throw to first.
Still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a
But
pitcher.
Alex Garcia did beat him at first, and he'll be standing safely at first base.
Single on an infield ground ball.
Foul ball.
In the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Connor Gore now coming to the plate.
To be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change.
That'll be a double play.
Fair-handed for 1. On to first, a double play.
Boy, that's
That is not what Oklahoma State wanted to see here.
Two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
4-6-3 double play.
Now to the plate, number 8. He stands in for the first time in this one.
Now batting Orlando Salinas Jr. Number 8.
Down the left field line.
Here's the interesting thing. He bats number 8. And where's number 8 in his lineup today? Ball 1, 2 outs, nobody on. Cowboys looking to get another run. They haven't had a run since the first inning.
Pulled toward right center field.
That'll be the first. No, I thought that was going to be the first base hit of the inning, but no. Second base hit of the inning. Excuse me. You have Perez and Curielli.
Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder Kyle Cuellar.
Cuellar is now batting. Kyle Cuellar is now batting for UCLA.
They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle.
No, that is not going to be an out. It'll be a base hit.
At the plate now, Michael Carlisle. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And that misses.
Ball 1. Strike 2, 2-1, or 1 and 2, excuse me.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man,
strike 3, struck him out, 1 gone.
You're not going to see that pitch again.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Michael Carlisle goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. In now, Mike Perez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down.
One more strike, and there, that will be 1.
The dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. The tag, and he is out.
That was unusual, but
stepping up now, Noah Cardenas, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
Left fielder is
no, that's not going to be it. Now score a run.
So the inning will continue. And he's in safely at
oh boy.
It's
now 6 runs deficit between the Pokes and the Bruins. Oklahoma State Cowboys have a 6-run deficit between them and the UCLA Bruins.
And he makes it all the way around safely.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So
7-run deficit now for Oklahoma State.
And no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Los Angeles is on top here, 8-1. Standing in now, Brock Mathis.
They are in Los Angeles. UCLA is in Los Angeles. Oh, he caught it against the warning track, against the wall. That guy gave it a ride.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play.
Kay Cavanis gives it a good long whacking. We'll see that Dom Johnson can be the first one to homer against the pitcher.
Strike one. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really.
Dom Johnson is 1 for 1.
Big spot right here, middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
He needs to extend the inning for the Cowboys.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that is not going to extend the inning as he swung on a bad pitch.
Swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Digging in once again, J.T. Schwartz comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier, and it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1.
We will be continuing this after MLB The Show 21 comes out. We'll be continuing this in MLB The Show 21 once MLB The Show 21 comes out.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone to lead off the inning.
That is not what Oklahoma State wanted to see here.
At the plate, Jordan Prinz. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Oklahoma State down 8 runs. They're getting to be, this could be alright over before it really gets started.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench. When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Well, that's not going to be it.
Get down for a base hit. He's around second now, and they still
He'll be a
haven't
triple.
gotten to this thing. Mitchell.
Or not. Maybe an inside the park home run.
Safe at the plate, and they now lead by 9. Into the box now, Matt McLean. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Matt McLean goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So now to the
That was his 5th strikeout.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Foul in the inning, finally.
Put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left to board.
Stayed down by 9.
Bottom half of inning number 4, the Bruins are out in front here, 10-1.
Yeah, it's a big blowout.
Nick Nesterov.
We finally get a guy in the bullpen to come in for the Bruins with this cushioned lead.
And that'll give way to the third baseman, Max Hewitt.
Hewitt now batting, and that's swinging out.
Prinz is there, 1 away. Now at the plate, number 1 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Gibson Morrow is now
He's going to be
batting.
thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything.
That's going to be a base hit. That was a weird swing, but that got the job done.
Well-executed fastball.
Need 9 runs between now and the end of the game.
He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
I think he lose the bat. No, it was kind of, I don't know what that was. Was that a bunt hit or was that a check swing hit? What was that? It's kind of weird. Swing.
And he'll bounce one on the ground to first. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time.
Nope.
As he's in there.
That'll be a fielder's choice.
Now batting, Garcia. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Below the zone,
Strike one.
Swing and a miss.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square.
Alex Garcia now batting.
With good downward action.
And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out with the man at first.
Oklahoma State needs to get something done in this inning, and I don't think that's going to be it.
Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Oklahoma State down still by 9. They got to hold it here at 9. They don't want to get further behind.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Carlisle is still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt.
We'll see what happens. This guy's still hitless today. He has not had a hit.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strike.
That's his 6th strikeout by Bryce Osmond.
In that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what.
That's Bryce Osmond's 6th strikeout.
In now, Mike Perez. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch.
He's 1 for 2.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Mikey Perez.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Hit hard on the ground at first.
That'll be a ground out to the first baseman.
3 unassisted.
Yep, 3 unassisted.
Digging in and looking for more, Noah Cardenas. He picked up his first career hit in his last AB.
I can't begin to tell you.
They'll end the inning on a ground out. No, he dropped it. He dropped it.
Getting off the schneid and getting a big league knock changes everything.
So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first.
He dropped it. That'll be an error.
Timing
Won't be a
just
base
to
hit,
take
that'll
off
be
there
an
as this
error.
one's fouled off to the right.
Could have a force play at second. Could have a fly out.
Johnson,
And it'll be a fly
there,
out
and he'll
to
make
the left
the
fielder.
catch to retire the side.
So you have Gore, Salinas, and Mathis due up for Oklahoma State. Trying to get some runs and get into this.
The 6'4" southpaw comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Well, he is not technically he is not with the UCLA Bruins. He's in the major leaguer, but yeah, we have fixed that roster. UCLA's roster has not been fixed. The only roster I have managed to fix is Oklahoma State's.
As we enter the middle innings, it's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now the 0-1. This is popped
This is
up.
getting rid of the spring train
Shading
boat.
to his right. 1 down.
I don't even know if Clayton Kershaw went to a university. He may have previous gone to a university. He may have gone, or may not. I don't know. I know he's with.
So digging in now, number 8. He's 0 for 1
Los Angeles
thus
Dodgers
far.
right now, in real life.
Lifted down the line in left.
So that
Long
needs to be
run
fixed.
for the left fielder, and they can't run it down. Bases are empty.
Oklahoma State just struggling today, struggling to even get a hit, much less a run.
Behind 0-2 now.
They only have had 5 hits today. UCLA has had more hits than that.
Mitchell is there. 2 gone.
Now batter.
Digging in to try it again.
11 hits to be exact, so 11 hits, 10 runs.
This is skied into the air, straightaway center. Mitchell will reach out with
five hits to 1 run for Oklahoma State. Schwartz due up next for UCLA, who hit that home run back in that inning there.
This was his second home run of the game, as he's been dialed in.
He's hit 2 home runs in 1 game.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. In the air, down the line and left.
Strike 2. Oklahoma State needs to get something going here. They're running out of time to score runs, and they're down by a big 9-run deficit. It's a 7th strikeout. Does Oklahoma State need to start going to the bullpen here, as Osmond has had 76 pitches thrown?
Collected his first hit. Not a bad first day, huh?
This may be the last batter that Osmond faces. He may be done after this at bat.
Every step that it took to get here, and the fact that he has a batting average when he wakes up.
No, we'll keep him on it. For this last inning, we will get a guy going in the 7th inning.
Mitchell is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball right back to the mound. On to first, and it's dropped. But they'll go ahead and tag their man out anyway, and a strange third out here as the inning is over.
That was strange. Kevin Johnson and Hewitt now due up for the Cowboys.
Bueller enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 15. 1 for 2 on his line so far.
These are not completely foolproof rosters for even the college. There's some major leaguers that they've thrown in there.
Can't run it down.
Since this is an MLB game.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Dom Johnson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Bueller is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone.
Yep, 2 gone.
Great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Max Hewitt needs to get this inning and keep his inning alive. This is getting embarrassing for Oklahoma State and for my team that I'm controlling, my favorite team. That's not going to do it.
Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retiring. Corey Seager is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Yeah, definitely Corey Seager's in the major leagues. He fixed UCLA's roster, and probably should have fixed it before I started playing this game, but that's okay.
93 that time. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Now the pitch.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to
Yeah, Oklahoma State's my favorite team in college baseball, college sports, period.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Will McKinney will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Throw gets him, 2 down. Johnny DuBose will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Well, that's not going to be a... that'll be bad news. That's going to be it for Hosman. He will get pulled.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone.
After this, better.
Way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Danger averted.
Danger averted, but still.
In the game after entering as a pinch hitter. Johnny DuBose stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over at second base. Hyunjin Ryu gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Had a lot of substitutions by the Bruins.
Also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Ready once again, number 1, a hit in 2 tries so far.
It doesn't look
Here's the moral bang.
so far on this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Farr will be scheduled to pitch in the 8th inning for the Cowboys.
First pitch. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now.
Oklahoma State lurking of losing this game. Not many innings. Whoa.
And that's into the corner of
left to be played.
Right.
Only the rest of the half of this inning plus the 8th and 9th inning.
0-2. Lifted in the air to center. Center
To
fielder
score
on the run. He's not
9 runs. That is one of them on first. But that's the only ways for him to get him back. Luckily, there's no outs in this inning.
As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black.
Carson McCusker now batting.
I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Number 12 is next as he finds himself behind.
We'll see what happens here.
High in the air out to center field.
That'll be an L, it looks like. For sure, yep.
Mitchell has to roam straight back, but he has it.
We could have advanced around in a second, but I didn't want to take any chances.
Next will be the designated hitter, Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victory.
Alex Garcia.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Now to the plate.
There's a fastball.
Now he is down to his final strike of the at-bat.
A little late on the
Fouls it
fastball,
off.
but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Oklahoma State trying to get the runner on second base somehow.
And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch.
He shouldn't have probably slowed down. That should have been left alone and being the ball 2. If that was way down there, that was way low. I mean,
This is hit high in the air out toward
that's gonna be an out.
Dean will range to his left as he
2
tracks
gone.
this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Oklahoma State has not scored a run since the first inning.
0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
That's going to be landing in the visitors' bullpen or over it.
Takes this the other way to right. Prince
Nope.
is there.
That'll have to be
the side is
it.
retired.
Oklahoma State cannot cut into their major deficit that they have gotten a 9-run deficit.
Parker Scott enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Now, see if we can't even this deficit after this inning. Three remaining pitches left for Parker Scott, who is from Flower Mound, Texas, from Flower Mound High School.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Noah Cardenas. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Oklahoma State trying to avoid a big blowout loss.
Hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jake Berg. High fly ball out to
Albie.
He's not gonna this might bring home the run.
Might score the run.
Cardenas rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily.
Yeah, that's 10 runs.
Extend their lead even further.
There are no run rules in this game here.
Take long to get a run on the board this inning.
Yeah, they made it look easy, didn't they? Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then wham, the triple chases him home.
Wow, this is not looking good for the Cowboys.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Oklahoma State just needs to bounce back in their next game.
But boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on.
We'll see what happens as Oklahoma State will face Arkansas next
They did damage with it.
in the Big 12 SEC Challenge.
The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone.
Oklahoma State needs at least some runs. They are down. They've only scored 1 run. That was way back in the first inning.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Los Angeles leads it 11-1.
University of California, Los Angeles, so he is not a UCLA Bruin. He's a Dodger.
Jared Silva will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 8, Jared Silva.
Jake Son is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now Jake Son. Now at first,
Josh Hahn will also come in now as he
Hahn is an interesting last name.
Number 33, Josh Hahn.
Settling in now, number 8. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Leading off for Oklahoma, the second baseman, number 8.
Now here it comes. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Orlando Salinas Jr. batting for the Cowboys.
Hit softly down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. Son, just a 19-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level.
Ignore that.
Now a swing.
That'll be out.
Right out in front of the mound, and there's out number 1.
Brock Mathis now batting.
Time is going to be called here as we've got some Yahoo out there on the field.
Some Yahoo on the field, so we got a player on a fan on the field somehow.
Surrounded now, and he's likely going to spend the rest of the afternoon in the pokey.
That's fine. So pokey.
Striding into the box, Brock Mathis.
We have some Yahoo on the field.
Here's the first pitch.
That's what the announcer in the game said.
Drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And
well, that'll be a double. That was a double the Cowboys needed.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra.
That was number 33.
String together a few at bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
That was the deepest part of the field, too. That is Brock Mathis, Cabinets now batting.
Into the box, number 15. Now a ball lined to the left side.
Hey, we need to score a run here.
Foul ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this is
that'll be a good hit as that moves the runner to third, so we have the second run of the game. Only the second run of the game is 9 feet away.
Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
That was Cade Cabinets. Now, Dom Johnson.
To the plate now, Dom Johnson. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Oklahoma State down 11-1, down by 10. A run scores only make just a little slight ping in the well, that'll score a run, but meanwhile there's 2 outs. So Oklahoma State scores there, only their second run, now down 9.
Striding in, Max.
Yeah, 9-run deficit still for Oklahoma State. As that was their first run since the first inning.
This pitch is popped up.
Oh, out. Dang it.
And that's the 3rd out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left.
Up for the Bruins.
Out in front, 11-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Okay, the shortstop is coming to the plate next. We'll just call him shortstop.
First delivery to him on the way.
Since he's want to get booted from the team. And they add out of the team. Oklahoma State down to their final chances at the end of this half inning. That's going to be a home run. Now back to 11. Or sorry, 10.
A solo home run for
I think no matter who you bring in, Oklahoma State's not going to win this game.
At the plate, Emmanuel Dean, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move.
There you go, finally an out.
Catch for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Johnny Dubose. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Oh, and
he missed it. That was not what we wanted to see have happen here, especially this big deficit.
And he'll get in there safely.
It looked like he had a great
as is a 10
no problem, but something
run game.
Approached the foul line and it went right by him. It wasn't a routine play, but he'll tell you he should have had it.
Striding forward now is the DH, Mike Perez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. On the ground to the right side.
Well, square run, so make it 8.
And he's in there safely.
Oh, he is safe at first. I thought he was out.
To score.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to
11-run deficit. That is definitely it for Oklahoma State. They are definitely not going to win this game.
He looks at a called strike one. Still only one out.
But we'll see how they can do against Arkansas next. That'll be tomorrow.
Left fielder giving chase.
Oh my goodness, this is just a nightmare for Oklahoma State. And for my team I'm controlling. Dang.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And I think
well, we got 1 out, 2 on. Deficit is 11.
He most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Jake Berg is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down.
Oklahoma State needs a strikeout here just to get to the second out of the inning.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. This is on the ground.
Well, that's not going to be it. That'll be a run.
Right field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run.
Well, a double play could end the inning. If they can get a double play.
Right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs.
Oklahoma State needs to get something here. They are down 14-2.
And they're runners at the corners now.
Has a 12-run deficit.
The 1-0. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do?
Well,
he goes through his best stuff, and
it was not a good game for us.
This one over to first.
But
and he can't come up with it. And they'll put the tag on him for the out, but he'll at least get an RBI out of it.
I'll be now 15.
First baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that.
13 deficit, 13-run deficit. Jeez.
Or the second baseman covering.
Darius Perry will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Perry was born in the state of Pennsylvania. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Up the middle, and he's able to knock it down. On to first.
Oh, he's safe. My goodness gracious, this just keeps on getting more and more wild for Oklahoma State by the minute. That's another error. And now they're in danger of losing this one big time.
9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Los Angeles.
Morrill, McClusker, and Garcia do it for the Cowboys. Their final 3 opportunities to at least get this massive comeback. They're going to have to score all their runs in one inning. And they're down to their final 2 outs. Down 15-2. Down 13 runs. They're going to have to score 13 runs in 1 inning with 1 out.
Yeah, he just needs one to fall.
Well, there's one hit.
Grab himself a bat average and let him relax.
That'll be a double.
For everybody else but yourself at this moment, just trying.
They're just going to have to whack that ball hard to attempt a momentous comeback.
For a 2-bagger, nice job of defying the odds there.
Into the box now, Garcia. And he puts
LB and out down to their final out, but meanwhile the runner moves up to 9 feet from scoring their 3rd run. They're going to have to get this guy on base to drive in that run. And out in this ball game. That's going to be the ball game. Oklahoma State loses 15-2 in this one. That was a big beat down Oklahoma State got in this one to the Bruins. Yeah, that's not what Oklahoma State wanted to see in this first game here of the season.
Number 9 was absolutely hammered.
Oklahoma State will take on Arkansas in the Big 12 SEC Challenge next. And they'll be from Fayetteville. As they are 0-1 so far. UCLA improves to 1-0. Meanwhile, for UCLA,
thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please.
Meanwhile, for UCLA, their next game, we'll look at their next game as well, see who they play next. Oklahoma State will play Arkansas in Fayetteville next. And then let's take a look at who they play after that. They'll play, Arizona State in Stillwater. Then they'll travel to the Lone Star State to take on Texas A&M in College Station. Then they'll travel back home to Stillwater to take on the Sooners. And they'll take on Auburn in Auburn. They'll take on Ole Miss Rebels in in Stillwater, excuse me. They'll end those set of games. Then they'll take on Oregon State. Then Arizona State again, then Alabama, UCLA again, Florida, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Florida, Baylor, Alabama, Ole Miss, Cincinnati, sorry, Cincinnati. Wait, that's not right. That should say TCU. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. That should say TCU. I don't know why it says Cincinnati. Alright, we're gonna simulate the rest of the spring training or exhibition, and we'll start the regular season. And just like that, Oklahoma State will take on the team that they just got done playing. But this time they'll go to UCLA to take them on in the first game of the regular season. This will be a 3-game series. Then Oklahoma State will take on Arizona State. In a 3-game series, then they'll take on UCLA. Again, then they'll take on Arizona State. Again, they'll play Oregon State. They'll play TCU. Ignore where that says Cincinnati. That's the abbreviation for Cincinnati. Ignore that. It should say TCU. So. Ignore that. That was a little... I didn't see that, but every time Oklahoma State plays TCU, and it'll say SIN for Cincinnati. Ignore that. What's STN? Oh, Stanford. When do they play OU? There's the Bedlam series right there. There's Vanderbilt. Of course there is. Oklahoma State just got done playing Vanderbilt in real life. Only seen one series against OU so far. But we'll see what happens. There's another Vanderbilt one. There's another OU series. Okay. Let's show you who's in there with Oklahoma State as far as the standings are concerned. Oklahoma State is in there with UCLA, Oregon State, so basically the Pac-12 teams. As Bruins are a Pac-12 team. Oregon State is basically a Pac-12 team. So is Stanford and Arizona State. All are Pac-12 teams. There's only a Big 12 team in there. Wow. And then the other team for, then we have ACC, ACC. Okay, that's the only one that's all one in real life. Okay. SEC. SEC. That's the other SEC. SEC East, SEC West. That's Big 10, Big 10. That's not Big 10, but that's not Big 10, and that's not Big 10. Big 12, Big 12, Big 12, Big 12. And we'll just say this is Big 12 again, because we'll say that the Pac-12 forgot to reline to the Big 12. Alright. So Oklahoma State in their season, they'll play UCLA, Arizona State, Oregon State, TCU, Cal State Fullerton, Stanford, Coastal Carolina, Indiana, Georgia, Florida, Texas A&M, and then Stanford again. Cal State Fullerton, Vanderbilt, Texas, OU, Stanford, Oregon State, Arkansas, Texas, Rutgers, or sorry, Rice, sorry. Coastal Carolina, Rice again, Michigan, UCLA, Michigan, Stanford, Arkansas, Oregon State, and then they have the college all-star game, and then the college home run derby. And then we have Arizona State, Baylor, Stanford, Vanderbilt, Indiana, UCLA, Stanford, Oregon State, Arizona State, Oregon State, Auburn, Baylor, Oregon State, Texas Tech, TCU, Arizona State, UCLA, Arizona State, OU, to close out the season. So at least they close out the season with Bedlam. So when it says SIN, ignore that, and it should say TCU. So just want to throw that out there so everybody knows that. So our next game will be tomorrow. Oklahoma State will take on UCLA again. This one is technically 3-game series, I think. Yeah, 3-game series plus the 4th exhibition one. So 4-game series altogether if you want to count the 3 regular season plus the 1 exhibition one. Oklahoma State will not have Bryce Lossman pitching. It'll be somebody else. I will get the UCLA's roster fixed before the season begins, so that we will make sure that the team that we're playing, or the 2 teams that we're playing, no matter who it is, their roster is set to go for the game. Didn't have that to go in for the first UCLA game and Oklahoma State game. Oklahoma State's roster was set, but UCLA's roster wasn't set. That's okay. It will be set next time. So that'll do it for me until next time. Keep on YouTube, everybody. We'll see you next time.